Now we have isolated the phytoconstruct atropine. So how we can confirm that the isolated compound or the isolated molecule or the isolated fraction is atropine? So for that we have some confirmatory test to confirm the identity of phytoconstruct. Like atropine is, as we have discussed earlier, that atropine is a tropane alkaloid. It belongs to the tropane group of alkaloids, and you have also seen the tropane nucleus in the structure of atropine. So there is a specialized test which is called as Vitali-Morin test. In Vitali-Morin test, this is a specialized test for the detection of tropane alkaloids in the sample. What we do in this test, we take the drug and we treat it with the few drops of H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and after the treatment we heat the mixture. We heat the mixture to dryness. The dried residue we obtain after heating, we mix the 3% methanolic KOH in that dried extract or mixture, and after the addition of this 3% methanolic KOH, we got the bright purple color in the mixture, or you can say in the solvent or solution mixture. So this is the confirmatory test for the presence of tropane alkaloid. First we took the drug extract, we add the drops of H2SO4, then we evaporate it to the dryness. After drying, to the dried residue we add 3% of methanolic KOH, and after addition of 3% methanolic KOH, there is appearance of bright purple color in the test tube or in the beaker which you are using for the analysis, and this appearance shows the confirmation of tropane alkaloid in your drug sample. So now moving on to this is the simple chemical test for estimation or for detection of phytoconstruct in your sample. Now if we like to quantify the extract, if we want to quantify the constituent in the sample, then we have sophisticated techniques and the modern techniques like HPTLC and HPLC and TLC. So here we have given the conditions which we have to maintain for TLC and HPTLC analysis. For TLC analysis, we have used the pre-coated silica gel plates. The mobile phase we have used is ammonia, water and acetone in a combination of 3, 7 and 90. After development of the plate, we have sprayed the plate after drying with the drag and drop reagent, and drag and drop reagent is well known for detection of tropane alkaloids and other classes of alkaloids. After spraying with the drag and drop reagent, the alkaloids they shows the orange red precipitate. But here in the case of TLC, it has shown some dark bands on the TLC plate in opposite to the standard. As you can see from the TLC chromatogram here, we have applied the standard atropine here, and we have used a sample in which we have to detect the atropine. So after running the TLC plate in this solvent, we have developed this chromatogram, and you can easily see the presence of atropine. This is the atropine in the standard, and this is the atropine, light band of atropine in the case of sample, along with other bands. These bands can be due to some other phytoconstruct that may be present in the sample. So this is the basic technique, and you have observed the atropine at an RF value of 0.18. Okay, moving on to more sophisticated technique. It is a modern version of TLC. It is called high performance thin layer chromatography, HPTLC. So here we have used the mobile phase methanol and chloroform in the ratio of 20:80. The detection was done by setting the UV. UV is the detector or the scanner where we scan the developed plates in the HPTLC scanner. We have set the UV scanner at 200 nanometer to detect the isolated or you can say the developed chromatogram you can easily identify the atropine in the developed chromatogram. So here, if you see, this is the chromatogram of standard atropine, and you can see the single peak is observed at RF value of 0.72. So here we have used different mobile phase, and here we have used different mobile phase. So you should not confuse with the RF values. RF value under these conditions will be 0.72 for standard atropine, and when we have analyzed this sample in HPTLC using these conditions, the sample shows the presence of 1, 2, 3 and 4 peaks. There you can see A, B, C and D, and if you correlate or overlap the images, you can see that the peak C it is exactly at the same position where we have got the standard RF value of 0.72 in the standard. So we can correlate it with the standard, and we can identify the presence of atropine in the drug sample. So we observe the atropine in HPTLC at 0.72 RF value. Moving on to HPLC analysis. HPLC is high pressure liquid chromatography analysis. Here we have used columns of Eurosphere 100 C8. We have used C8 column here. In the previous studies we have used C18 columns also, but here we have used C8 column. Mobile phase we have used acetonitrile 50 millimoles along with the phosphate buffer in a ratio. The pH of the phosphate buffer was 2.95, and the ratio is 10:90. Acetonitrile 10 part and 90 is the phosphate buffer part. We have detected the atropine in HPLC at UV detector, using the UV detector at 210 nanometers, and the flow rate was maintained at 0.8 ml per minute. Injected volume in the column was 20 microliter for detection, and we obtained the peak of atropine at an RT or retention time of 5.2 minutes. It means retention time means the time period after injection of the sample and the appearance of the peak of your respective phytoconstant in the chromatogram. This is all about the analysis or identification of phytoconstant in the drug sample. And moving on to the utilization part, as we have seen earlier also that it causes mydriasis, it causes dilation of the pupil. So major use is it's used in ophthalmic preparation. It is used for the dilatation of pupil, or you can say mydriasis. It is mainly used for the mydriasis. It is also a CNS stimulant. It stimulates your central nervous system. It is an excellent antispasmodic, and there must be confusion that one side it is a CNS stimulant and one side it is causing your antispasmodic action, and it is also causing treatment of bradycardia. It is also used in the treatment of bradycardia. Bradycardia means increased heart rate. So one side it is causing the excitation of central nervous system, and another side it is depressing the heart rate. So this is the unique property of phytoconstants, that they act in various ways. They act in various ways to maintain the health of the human beings. It is used in the treatment of bradycardia to correct the increased heartbeats, and it is available in various dosage form. It is available in the form of ointments, it is available in the form of tablets, syrups, in the form of eye drops, and there are numerous dosage forms on the basis of various purposes for which it is intended to be used. So this is all about atropine, which is an anticholinergic drug. Thank you so much for your patience. If you like this video or you want more information, then you can log on to our YouTube channel, Ramesh Institute of Pharmacy e-learning, and you can also mail your query at my email ID. It is Dr. rahulkcsji@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your patience.